Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something we all carry deep within us: wings. Not the kind you can see, not feathers or flight, but the kind of wings that allow us to soar above our fears, doubts, and limitations. You see, every single one of us has been equipped with wings from the moment we were born. Wings of potential, wings of courage, wings of greatness. But the question isn't whether we have them. The question is, do we trust them? Everyone is born with wings, an innate potential to rise above challenges and achieve greatness. These wings are not physical, but symbolic of the talents, courage, and strength within us. Yet many people go through life unaware of their wings, doubting their ability to soar. The key to unlocking this potential lies in trust. Trusting that you have what it takes to rise, even when the odds seem insurmountable. As the fool rises to the sky, so do your wings go down to the earth. Trusting your wings is not about certainty, but about embracing the unknown with faith in your inner strength. Doubt often holds people back, creating an invisible barrier between them and their dreams. It whispers fears and insecurities, convincing us that we are not ready or capable. However, trusting your wings means recognizing that doubt is a natural part of the journey. It does not signify weakness, but an opportunity to grow. Just as birds learn to fly through repeated leaps, humans learn to thrive by stepping out of their comfort zones. The leap is rarely perfect, but the courage to take it is what sets achievers apart. Action is the catalyst for growth. The greatest potential remains dormant without a willingness to act. Trusting your wings requires you to leap, even when the ground feels unsteady or the sky appears uncertain. Fear of failure often paralyzes people, but inaction guarantees stagnation. Each attempt, no matter how small, strengthens your ability to rise. Action builds momentum, and with each step forward, confidence grows. Trust isn't something you wait to feel. It is something you create by moving forward despite your fears. Failures and setbacks are not final. They are stepping stones on the path to success. When you trust your wings, you understand that falling is part of learning. Every bird that soars has experienced moments of struggle, yet those moments teach resilience and refine their ability to navigate the skies. Similarly, every stumble you face equips you with the wisdom and strength to handle greater challenges. Trusting your wings means embracing failure as a teacher rather than a deterrent. The voices of others can also cloud your belief in your ability to fly. Negative opinions, discouragement, or societal expectations often weigh heavily on people, making them doubt their own potential. Trusting your wings requires filtering out those external doubts and anchoring yourself in your unique journey. No one else can see the full extent of your wings, and no one else determines how high you can soar. Your destiny is shaped by your choices, not by the limitations others project onto you. By trusting your wings and taking bold, intentional steps, you activate the potential that has always been within you. It's a decision to rise above fear, doubt, and external pressures, to embrace the vast opportunities waiting for you in the open sky. Skepticism. Doubt is one of the most persistent barriers to success. It is the quiet voice that questions your abilities, the hesitation that holds you back, and the fear that makes the leap seem impossible. Doubt doesn't discriminate. It visits everyone, regardless of how talented or capable they may be. What separates those who soar from those who remain grounded is the choice to act despite it. Trusting your wings means acknowledging the presence of doubt without letting it dictate your actions. It's about silencing the inner critic long enough to take the first step, even if that step feels uncertain. Doubt thrives in inaction, growing stronger when left unchecked. but it begins to weaken the moment you move forward. Each small action taken in the face of fear diminishes its hold, revealing that the power to rise has always been within you. Action is the engine of growth. Potential alone is never enough. It must be paired with movement to create progress. Too often, people wait for the perfect moment, the ideal conditions, or the absolute certainty of success before they act. This hesitation is rooted in the fear of failure, the discomfort of vulnerability, and the pressure to get it right the first time. But perfection is an illusion, and waiting for it only leads to missed opportunities. Trusting your wings means stepping into the unknown even when it feels overwhelming. It's understanding that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. Every leap, no matter how imperfect, teaches you something valuable. You learn more about your strengths, refine your approach, and build resilience with each attempt. These moments of action compound over time, creating a momentum that propels you toward your goals. Setbacks are inevitable, but they are not the end of the journey. When you trust your wings, you see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. Failure is a natural part of any worthwhile endeavor, and it carries valuable lessons if you're willing to reflect and adapt. Birds don't soar on their first attempt. They fall, they stumble, and they try again. Each fall is a step closer to mastery, a necessary part of the process that strengthens their ability to navigate the skies. The same principle applies to your life. Trusting your wings means embracing the falls, knowing they are temporary, and understanding that each one is preparing you for greater heights. You are not defined by the moments you falter, but by how you rise after them. Doubt is an unavoidable companion on the journey to success. It arises at the edge of every significant decision, whispering uncertainties and magnifying fears. It questions your readiness, your strength, and your worthiness. Many people allow this doubt to anchor them in place, choosing the perceived safety of inaction over the risk of failure. But doubt loses its power when confronted with action. Trusting your wings doesn't mean you'll never feel uncertain. It means you choose to move forward despite it. Each step you take diminishes the weight of doubt and reinforces the truth that you are capable of more than you realize. Growth begins when you stop waiting to feel ready and start believing that readiness is built through action. Trust is not a prerequisite for progress. It is a result of leaping into the unknown and discovering that you were always capable of flight. Action is the force that brings potential to life. Too often, people cling to their comfort zones, mistaking familiarity for safety. They wait for ideal circumstances or undeniable proof of success before daring to take the first step. But life rarely offers such guarantees, and the perfect moment almost never comes. Trusting your wings means embracing imperfection and choosing movement over hesitation. Trusting movement over hesitation. Every leap into the unknown is an opportunity to grow, learn, and evolve. The initial steps may feel awkward or even frightening, but they are essential to building strength and confidence. With each attempt, you gain clarity about your path and uncover new possibilities that were invisible from the sidelines. Action transforms abstract potential into tangible progress, reminding you that every small step brings you closer to your goals. Trusting your wings is not about waiting for the fear to disappear. It's about acting in the presence of fear and proving to yourself that you can rise above it. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the critical part of the journey. Trusting your wings requires a willingness to face setbacks and see them as stepping stones rather than barriers. Each failure is a lesson in resilience, offering insights that prepare you for the challenges ahead. Birds don't perfect their flight in a single attempt. They fall, adjust, and try again. These falls are not failures, but essential experiences that refine their ability to soar. Similarly, every misstep you encounter is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Trusting your wings means understanding that falling is temporary, but the lessons you gain are lasting. It's about recognizing that the process of rising after a fall builds the confidence and capability needed to navigate even greater heights. Failure is not an end point, but a necessary part of your ascent, shaping you into someone who can truly soar. Doubt is one of the most persistent obstacles to progress. It whispers in the quiet moments, amplifying fears and convincing you that you are not ready. This internal voice often magnifies imagined limitations, paralyzing you before you even begin. Trusting your wings means confronting this doubt head-on, acknowledging its presence but refusing to let it dictate your actions. Doubt thrives in the absence of movement. It grows stronger when you hesitate and weaker when you act. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a declaration of belief in yourself. It is a reminder that doubt is not an indicator of your ability, but a reflection of the magnitude of the challenges you are willing to face. Trust is not about certainty, but about having the courage to take the leap, even when the outcome is unclear. With each act of defiance against doubt, you strengthen your wings and affirm your readiness to rise. Action is the bridge between potential and progress. Without it, even the most extraordinary capabilities remain untapped. Too often, people remain rooted in place, waiting for the perfect moment to act. They imagine that success requires absolute readiness or flawless conditions. But the truth is that growth begins when you take the first step, even if it feels imperfect. Trusting your wings means choosing movement over hesitation. It is about understanding that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. Each action builds momentum, transforming fear into confidence and uncertainty into clarity. Even when the steps feel small or the results aren't immediate, they compound over time, creating a path toward your goals. Trusting your wings is about recognizing that the act of trying, regardless of the outcome, is itself a victory. It is a commitment to forward motion and a belief in your ability to adapt and learn along the way. It is a fundamental belief that what you truly want is possible. Failure is an inevitable part of any meaningful pursuit, but it is not something to fear. When you trust your wings, you view failure as a teacher, not an endpoint. Every setback carries a lesson, offering insights that refine your approach and prepare you for future challenges. Birds do not soar on their first attempt. They stumble, falter, and adjust before mastering the skies. Similarly, your journey will involve moments of struggle, but these moments are not signs of inadequacy. They are evidence that you are trying, learning, and growing. Trusting your wings means embracing the temporary discomfort of falling, knowing it is a necessary part of rising. Each failure equips you with the resilience and perspective needed to navigate higher altitudes. The process of overcoming setbacks strengthens your belief in your wings and reinforces the understanding that no fall is final unless you allow it to be. Doubt often feels like an immovable force, a constant reminder of what could go wrong or where you might fall short. It is the voice in your head that questions your worth, your readiness, and your potential. Yet doubt is not a measure of truth, but of fear, a natural response to stepping outside of your comfort zone. Trusting your wings is about recognizing that this doubt will always exist, but choosing not to let it control you. Each step you take in defiance of doubt weakens its grip and strengthens your confidence. Action becomes the antidote to hesitation, proving over time that the fears you once held were unfounded. Trust grows not from waiting until the doubt disappears, but from realizing that you can move forward with it in the background. Doubt is not your enemy. It is a sign that you are pushing boundaries and aiming for something greater. Until action is the force that transforms ideas into achievements. Without it, even the most remarkable potential remains dormant, waiting for the moment you decide to take a step forward. Too many people become trapped in the cycle of preparation, waiting for ideal conditions or absolute certainty before beginning. But perfect moments are an illusion. Growth happens when you act despite uncertainty, learning and adapting as you go. Trusting your wings is about understanding that every movement, no matter how small, carries you closer to your goals. Action builds momentum, turning hesitation into progress and fear into confidence. Even when your steps feel clumsy or the path seems unclear, the very act of trying sets you apart from those who remain stagnant. Trusting your wings means valuing the journey over perfection, knowing that progress is a series of small, imperfect steps that ultimately lead to greatness. Failure is not the end of the road, but an integral part of success. Trusting your wings requires a shift in perspective, seeing failure not as a setback, but as a necessary stage of growth. Every successful person has faced moments of struggle, falling short before eventually rising to new heights. Birds do not take to the skies effortlessly on their first attempt. They fall, recalibrate, and try again. Similarly, every failure you experience provides valuable lessons, shaping your resilience and refining your skills. Each setback equips you with a deeper understanding of what works and what doesn't, preparing you for future challenges. Trusting your wings means embracing failure as a tool for learning, recognizing that it is through these moments of trial and error that you develop the strength to soar. The process of rising after a fall reinforces your belief in your potential, proving that no obstacle is insurmountable when you trust in your ability to overcome it. Doubt is a natural part of pursuing anything meaningful, often creeping in when you stand on the edge of the unknown. It thrives on fear, feeding on your insecurities and amplifying every possible reason why you might fail. But doubt is not a reflection of your ability, it is a test of your resolve. Trusting your wings means recognizing doubt for what it is, a barrier that can be overcome. Every time you choose action over hesitation, you chip away at the power doubt holds over you. This doesn't mean you'll eliminate doubt entirely. It means you'll learn to move forward in its presence. Each step you take reinforces the truth that your potential is greater than your fear. Trust is not born from the absence of doubt, but from your willingness to leap despite it. The act of moving forward itself builds confidence, proving that you are capable of far more than you imagine. Action is the foundation of progress, the link between your dreams and their realization. While potential is essential, it remains meaningless without the decision to act. Many people wait for a moment of certainty, believing they need to feel completely ready before taking the first step. But readiness is a myth. Growth begins the moment you embrace imperfection and decide to move forward. Trusting your wings means rejecting the need for flawless conditions and instead focusing on the opportunities found in motion. Each action, no matter how small or hesitant, contributes to your journey. Over time, these steps accumulate, building momentum and transforming fear into confidence. Progress is not about immediate perfection, but consistent effort. Trusting your wings is a commitment to keep moving forward, understanding that even the smallest actions are steps toward achieving something greater. Failure is an inevitable companion on the path to success, but it is also one of the most powerful teachers. Trusting your wings means reframing failure as a learning opportunity rather than a definitive endpoint. Every fall, every misstep, and every setback carries a lesson that prepares you for the future. Birds do not master flight without stumbling along the way. Their falls teach them how to adjust, strengthen, and ultimately soar. Similarly, your failures provide valuable insights that refine your approach and strengthen your resilience. Trusting your wings is about embracing these moments of struggle as part of the process, knowing they are shaping you into someone who can rise to even greater heights. Each time you overcome a challenge, You prove to yourself that no obstacle is permanent. The journey of rising after failure builds the belief that you are capable of navigating any difficulty, transforming setbacks into stepping stones towards success.